Sometimes when the community speaks up, it really makes a difference. Just a few days ago, we told you the heartbreaking story of Officer Derek Williams, a black cop in Mount Vernon, New York, battling kidney failure on dialysis 9 hours a day and facing termination just 6 months before retirement. After everything he gave, 19 years of service, double shifts during the pandemic, risking his health to serve his community, the department was cutting him off. No job, no pension, no health benefits. But now, thanks to the outpouring of community support, the phone calls, the pressure, the love, there's been a major update. The mayor of Mount Vernon has stepped in and officially granted Officer Williams a 6-month extension. That means his health benefits will continue, and he now has more time to work through the retirement process and focus on his recovery. The mayor even shared that her own mother is on dialysis, and she understands how critical this situation really is. She acknowledged that this kind of illness requires compassion, not just cold policies. So today, I want to give you the full update. We're going to talk about what this extension really means, the city's official response, and how the community, that's y'all, helped make this happen. And listen, this ain't over. Officer Williams is still fighting. He's still on the kidney transplant list, still dealing with daily dialysis, and still needs our support. So let's keep this energy going. Watch this full update, share it with your people, and stay tuned, because what we do together really does matter. Here's the full update.
Now, those who saw our story Tuesday night apparently left their feelings be known about the 19-year police veteran in Mount Vernon. 19 years on the force, and he was about to lose his job and his health insurance.
It's all because of kidney failure and dialysis, but the department is now offering the officer to return to work and keep his health insurance until he receives his state pension.
Which is about 6 months away. A very different kind of ending.
Here's Marcus Solis.
When it comes to catastrophic illness, there are heartstrings that are pulled, and there are other things that might need to be considered.
Mount Vernon's mayor weighing in on Derek Williams, the police officer facing termination December 31st. The former ESU cop has been unable to work for the last 2 years because of kidney failure.
I do 9 hours of dialysis 7 days a week to maintain my health. Without that, I wouldn't survive.
Williams says his health started to decline after contracting COVID during the height of the pandemic, and says police brass ordered him back to work because his illness was non-work related. But the city says that determination was never made because Williams never filed paperwork under 207C, the state law that covers wages and medical expenses for police officers injured on the job.
We've gone and checked our records to make sure we didn't miss emails, miss any paperwork submitted. The bottom line is we're willing to meet.
More importantly, the city is extending an olive branch. Termination would cut off Williams' health insurance just 6 months shy of qualifying for a reduced pension.
He said he needed 6 months to apply for medical disability, and we're going to extend it for 6 months so that he can maintain his medical coverage that he continues to pay into.
The 45-year-old story has gone viral, generated kidney donation offers, and a GoFundMe page has been launched. The city says its decision is about extending grace, not saving face.
For me, it's not just about public pressure. I have to deal with public pressure every single day when I have to make decisions that are popular and some are unpopular.
Williams is suddenly facing developments on several fronts. He tells me he's considering the city's offer, but will only meet with department brass with the proper representation present. In Mount Vernon, Marcus Solis, Channel 7. Eyewitness News.
Now I gotta say, this is probably the best news Officer Derek Williams has received in a long time. After fighting for his life, literally, and almost being thrown out with no benefits, this 6-month extension is a lifeline, and it's something that should have happened from the very beginning. Not because the media got involved, not because of public pressure, but because it's the right thing to do. But unfortunately, that's not how it played out. Let's be honest. If the community didn't speak up, if people hadn't made calls, shared the story, and demanded better, Officer Williams would have been cut off at the end of December. He would have lost his health insurance while on daily dialysis and would have been left to figure it all out alone. It took public outrage for the city to step in, or maybe I should say the mayor stepped up. Because credit where it's due, Mayor Shawyn Patterson-Howard took this personally. She saw the human side of this and understood what Officer Williams was going through. Her own mother is on dialysis, and when you've lived it, it hits different. But here's what bothers me. In the city's own statement, they admitted that Officer Williams never submitted a Section 207C application, a form that could have given him protections, support, and potentially light duty. But if the city knew that, if the police department, the personnel office, or HR saw that paperwork was missing, why didn't someone step in and say, "Hey, Officer Williams, if you file this form, it'll help your case. We can work with this"? Why wasn't there any guidance or compassion behind the scenes before they jumped straight to termination? It's hard to believe that in a 19-year career, a man can give so much, and yet not be given even basic direction on how to protect himself when his health started failing. Let's be real. If they wanted to help him, they could have. If someone had truly cared inside that department, they could have made a call, pulled him aside, walked him through the process, but instead, they let him slip through the cracks, and then tried to frame it like it was just procedure. And that's what makes this feel so wrong, because other officers in similar or worse situations, some under internal investigations, some facing suspension, often get light duty, paid leave, or full support while they figure things out. But when it came to Officer Williams, a man with no misconduct who showed up through the COVID pandemic, worked double shifts, and then got sick from it, he was told, "We can't help you. We're letting you go." That's where the system shows its true face. And it's why people are tired. Because it's not always about fairness, it's about who they choose to help. Thankfully, the mayor overrode that cold response. She said, "No, we're not going to let this man fall through the cracks." She extended his benefits. She gave him the time to complete his retirement process. And that's going to make a huge difference, because now Officer Williams can focus on what matters: staying alive, getting through dialysis, continuing his state disability pension application, and hopefully securing a kidney transplant. Let's also remember, his co-workers are now stepping up too. They're donating sick days. They're helping raise funds to cover his medical expenses, living costs, and insurance gaps. And they've made it clear, this is the only official GoFundMe page for Officer Williams. That support matters more than people realize. But we shouldn't have had to get to this point. This whole situation should be a wake-up call for cities, departments, and unions across the country. We can't keep operating systems that let people fall apart when they get sick, especially those who've dedicated their lives to public service. If you're good enough to protect the public, you should be good enough to be protected when your health breaks down. And for everyone watching this, don't stop paying attention. Don't stop talking about it just because it's not breaking news anymore. Officer Williams is still fighting. He's still going through dialysis every single day. He's still waiting for that transplant. He's still not out of the woods yet. This 6-month extension is a win, yes, but it's also a temporary relief. It's the beginning of what we hope becomes permanent security, a retirement he earned, and the benefits he deserves. So keep sharing this story. Keep applying pressure where it counts, because it shouldn't take a viral video to do the right thing. It should just take basic human decency. Much love to everyone who spoke up, who donated, who shared this story. And to Officer Derek Williams, we're still with you. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep going. If you want to support him, check the link in the description for his official GoFundMe, and let's help him make it through the finish line with dignity.